the most amazing, succulent herb and butter lobster tails.
Audra Sinet with Cooking Couture Atlanta, where cooking is sexy.
Hi, this is Audra Sinet with Cooking Couture Atlanta. Hey, honey. We are about to make some lobster tails, baby. That's what's on the menu today. I got a 6-pack of lobster tails from Costco. Really nice little lobster tails that need to be cleaned and cracked open. And today we're about to make some shrimp top lobster tails. That's right, surf and surf on top of each other. First thing we're gonna do is rinse off the lobster tails. So I'm gonna show you how to cut these. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these legs off and the tendons. We're gonna take our utility scissors that I sharpened. I just sharpened them. My utility scissors come with a sharpener on the end. I sharpened them to make sure that they are sharp enough so that we can get this party started. I am going to have to, I don't know, I guess I'm going to have to get a camera person so that you can better see what I'm doing, but I'm going to tell you and I'm going to show you as best I can. So the first thing that you're going to do is, I rinsed it off once, but I'm going to rinse it off again, and then I'm going to wash it with some lime. So the citrus and the lime is going to be good for cooking and cleaning. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is cut this down the middle. And you kind of got to be careful because the lobster meat is thick, but it's tender. So, yeah. See, I cut it. Then I'm going to cut it down the middle all the way to the fin. I sharpened my scissors. See, so I have it like that. And then I'm just gonna go in with my fingers and get the meat out. I'm gonna dislodge the meat. Yeah. I want to make sure it's clean too. That's the biggest thing. See, I want to make sure that it's clean. Yeah, I prefer not to eat lobster waste. All right, so I'm cutting this off. I'm cutting the legs off. All right. So the only reason we keep the shell is for presentation, or if you're doing some kind of chowder or lobster bisque, if you boil it with the shell, it just makes it taste even more lobstery, more seafoody, more. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna make sure I don't have no tendons, nothing that I don't want to eat. Okay. I'm going to see, we're gonna season this and just set it up on top. It's all about presentation. Presentation is everything. Presentation is everything. So I'm just cutting it down the middle. Oops. It's really not as bad as it sounds. All right, so I'm gonna cut these legs off. It really helps when you have sharp scissors. And my kitchen shears are only for the kitchen. You know what? My kitchen shears is one of my favorite things in the kitchen. I can't function without them. All right, so then I'm gonna gently put this up under the shell. The shell, it cracks pretty easily. So I'm I want to get up under here. Again, I want to dislodge it so that I can clean it and season it, but mainly so that when you enjoying it, I don't want you to have to fight it. I want you to just be able to get that lobster. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty. It's coming out. Yep. All right, and I always have a plastic bag by me for waste. So I'm gonna rinse this with cool water. Okay, so I'm gonna make a butter sauce. All right, so I'm gonna take 2 cloves of garlic. This is the first thing that I'm going to season it with. It's a McCormick's Himalayan pink salt with black pepper and garlic. I love it. Black pepper and garlic. See, you really can season it any way you like with whatever you like. All right, so I'm seasoning that, but I'm also gonna put about a tablespoon of this in the butter. Then I'm gonna take some Creole seasoning. I'm taking this Creole seasoning and I'm seasoning up my lobster. And then we're putting about a teaspoon in there. I am going to put a little garlic on this. I'm going to take this. There was a little drop of that lime left. All right, so I'm gonna take 2 cloves of garlic. This is the first thing that I'm going to season it with. It's a McCormick's Himalayan pink salt with black pepper and garlic. I love it. Black pepper and garlic. See, you really can season it any way you like with whatever you like. All right, so I'm seasoning that, but I'm also gonna put about a tablespoon of this in the butter. Then I'm gonna take some Creole seasoning. I'm taking this Creole seasoning and I'm seasoning up my lobster. And then we're putting about a teaspoon in there. I am going to put a little garlic on this. I'm going to take this I'm putting this garlic in the butter sauce. It's gonna make it real garlicky. I just want some fresh herbs. I want some fresh herbs in there with that butter. I'm gonna drain it so that it's not all in there. This is some dill. Dill is always great with seafood. So I want parsley. There's some fresh parsley I want in there. Okay, so I'm gonna put Old Bay on the top of these. That's the last thing I'm gonna put in there.
The secret to making this lobster tail situation so amazing is this butter sauce. I added Parmesan cheese to it and then poured it all on top. It had additional seasoning in the butter sauce that I actually put on top of the lobster tails as well. Then I peeled shrimp and sauteed them in the cast iron skillet that still had the butter sauce, remnants of it, and the seasoning. I took the lobster tails out about 5 minutes before it was done, put the shrimp on top, put a little more Parmesan cheese on top, and then put them back in to bring them out for the most amazing lobster tails.
Okay, there goes the timer. It's time to take the lobster stuffed with lobster on the half shell out of the oven. These lobster tails are beautiful. right out of the oven. I'm gonna put some more butter on them. That's that garlic butter.
These were deliciously amazing. The lobster meat was succulent, seasoned to perfection. Presentation is everything. We put it together and made it amazing. Ooh, like, subscribe, and share. Let's make it happen.